Good evening. This is Judy Mario, and this is the World of Book Reviews. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am so excited. We have a couple of wonderful guests for you, and my first guest this evening is Constance Holdip. And I met Constance recently at an event and just fell in love with her, and she's written a fabulous book here called 365 Days to Authenticity. 365 Days to Authenticity, and I'm going to have her tell us all about it. Welcome, Constance.
Thank you.
Tell us about your book.
365 Days to Authenticity is reclamation, transformation, mind, body, and spirit.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot. I saw you have different chapters like gratitude and vision.
Yes. Actually, when in the beginning of the year, people go do a New Year's resolution, and they go, I'm going to climb the Himalayas, I'm going to lose weight, 30 pounds, and it's all of these different types of resolutions that, and then in 2 months, nobody's at the gym, and they're not following through. It's no follow through. 365 days of authenticity is really about taking a year of self-care. Mind, body, and spirit are all connected. Sometimes when we're going through, we believe that, we're having, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's physical. There's no disconnection, not one disconnection. So I wanted to write a book about not just the nutrition part. That's important. Nutrition is important. Exercise is important. But what about the spiritual aspect? So there's chapters on meditation, faith, balance, forgiveness. Forgiveness is a big one. I have a friend in town. She's a gynecologist, and we did a conference about how emotions, toxic emotions, can wreak havoc on you physically, and connect it also to cancer. So it's so important to have that balance. And being authentic for me just means being yourself.
Yes.
And finding your path, and taking time to find your natural gifts. And once you're on that path, you really don't need to make resolutions. You really don't need to do another resolution. It's really about honing in, using your intuition, and I am a big component. A big part of the component of my book is pause. Being in the present. A lot of times we just rush through our lives. People on their cell phones, and like if you're in a restaurant, say for instance you're in a restaurant, and you see people on their cell phones,
yes,
and they're taking selfies and la, but what about just being there? What about listening to the sounds and smelling the food and just getting into the ambiance, being present, being focused in the present? I am not a person that, I love technology. I'm not really good at it, but I think sometimes the moment is over when you snap the selfie instead of just feeling the moment, being in the moment, being focused, being being present, being with the person that you're with.
Exactly.
So
we see so many people these days that there's two people having dinner in a restaurant and they're both on their cell phone.
what happened to communication?
I know. What happened to being with each other?
Well, what's up with that? So it's really about taking a year of self-care, taking time to examine your emotions, taking time to tap into your natural talents, and enjoying your life. How about that?
Yes, exactly.
How about that?
We're going to take a brief break now, and then we're going to come back and talk with Constance some more and learn about how we need to take care of ourselves.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book and movie reviews and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field in one place at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.
Welcome back. This is Judy Mario. This is the World of Book Reviews, and we are talking with Constance Holdup about her wonderful book, 365 Days to Authenticity. And in the last segment, we were just talking about being in the present. And I'd like to expand on that just a little bit about being on the present and look at some of the other things you cover in the book.
We live in a world of distractions. Noise, we have there's so many distractions, but what about just sitting in front of a person, looking into their eyes, just taking some time out? I think it could add to your life.
Oh, most definitely.
Big time.
Yes.
Big time. And people used to do that. Cultures did that. They sat by the fire, they knitted together, they told stories, they
sat on the porch swing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that it was a way of family, it was a way of tradition, but it was also, I think it was a protection against diseases. You know, people were connected, and now we're living in isolated lives. We live very isolated now.
And also, though, you talked about the art of doing nothing in the book.
That's
And
one of
I
my
don't know.
favorite.
I don't know if I could do that art.
You know what? That's a tough practice because guilt set in. Sometimes the guilt set in and it's like, okay, I should be doing this, I should be doing this. And especially women, we are like crazy multitaskers. They say you can't do more than one thing at a time. Give it to a woman. Watch. Watch what a woman can do. But we have we try to be, as a woman, you try to do so many things for so many people, but how about just sitting still, being quiet? That scares the heck out of most people.
It certainly does.
And then the guilt set in. You know, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And I understand ambition, I understand hard work, but what about balance?
Yes.
Balancing your life, taking time for leisure. Leisure is just as important as work.
It certainly is.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be enjoying the fruits of our labor.
Because we used to take the seventh day as the Sabbath.
Yes.
And
Yes.
nowadays I know a lot of people who even work on Sunday.
Oh yeah. And so how you're making money, you're living a decent life, but I think it's so important to find your way and you interpret what success is. Of course we have to have money.
Of course.
We have to have money. We live in a practical world. But what about, one of my favorite things is just hanging out with my grandkids. I love them. I love when my Granddaughter calls me Grammy, and you know, we do simple things, and I think it elongates life.
Yes.
I really, really do.
Yes. You also talked about gratitude.
Gratitude is everything. My son is into vibrations. He's a vegan. He's a yoga instructor, and gratitude, I think, expands your world. And sometimes it throws people off course because you're in the supermarket and you're saying thank you to the lady that's checking out your grocery, and people are kind of put off and they're surprised. Gratitude expands your world. The things that you want, you draw people to you because of being grateful.
Yes, you do.
Being grateful.
Can you tell our audience how they could get a copy of your book?
Yes, Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com.
Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com.
Mhm.
It is the 365 Days to Authenticity by Constance Holdip. So go to Amazon.com and pick up a copy of it. It's very interesting, and you might find yourself starting to relax a little more and taking better care of yourself. So thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with Constance on our next show.
I didn't focus on my weaknesses. I focused on my strength, and I was able not only to lead myself, I was able to lead my team into success. Many people ask me, what do you mean by awakening the powerful leader within you? I have been leading myself and others for years. Well, I tell them, of course you have, but did you know that you have way more power than you can ever imagine? See, you and I, we were born with the capability to lead ourselves to live our purpose. Then life's challenges and obstacles come along and buries our capabilities. How do I know that? I know it because life happened to me. My question to you today is this. What are you creating? Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking I'm gonna download something?